Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, Prime1 Studio has been busy. Last month, they had a lot of releases, a lot of pre-orders. Also, they were under a lot of criticism among collectors because some cancellations. So in this video, I want to cover all of that. I'm going to go as fast as I can. But if you're only interested on a particular collectible, you can use the timestamps on the description, and that way you can get to that part of the video. Alright guys, we're going to start first with movie franchises, and the first one will be Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. This diorama, this statue is $1,000. It's going to release sometime next year. And I'm telling you, this is the third piece that Prime1 has released for this collection, but this is the second collaboration with Blizzway after Mother of Dragons. And it's very simple, but I'm telling you, it's a really well executed. It's well done. And you can see the likeness with the actor is there. I'm not really a big fan of Game of Thrones, but I can give credit to this company, to Blizzway and Prime1 Studio, for what they're doing together. And as you can see, that throne looks amazing. It's going to be huge. Detachable fabric cape, if you're into that. If you want to just remove it, which I think is cool. Definitely there's a lot of detail there, and that throne is the biggest part in my opinion. And I would say that it fits the character and it fits what they're trying to do here with the art. You know, I've never been too crazy about throne statues, particularly when they're not really part of the story. But this throne, of course, is part of the story. And if you're familiar with Game of Thrones, definitely you're going to see the appeal here. And it looks great. The detail is great. Definitely all around, I can see that they have done a really good job with it. I heard some criticism in regards to the face. Some people were not keen on the portrait likeness. It's always going to be someone that is not totally happy. But in my opinion, I feel that they have done a good job with it. It is not 100% there. It's not perfect, but I think it's really, really close. And I think, you know, when you see it, you know the character. You can see the character there. So yeah, it's a good job here. All right, now we're moving on to the Lord of the Rings, the Nazgul bonus version. The price for this one is $1,100. It's going to release sometime next year as well. And I'm telling you, the collection that they're doing with the Lord of the Rings, it's amazing. They have done terrific with every piece. And I know that a lot of people are so excited with these pieces in comparison to Weta. And I read those comments even in my videos. People are really excited. It is different, and it's nice to see this. Of course, you know, if you're really into the big stuff, you have the space for it, then definitely this is very exciting to see. Some people may consider that Weta is overpriced with this stuff, but to be honest, you know, Weta has been in this market for a long time. So definitely they have defined and they have set the price after a while. They have the quality there. So for the bonus part, you get a different blade, the Morgul blade, and it looks really nice. But I'm telling you, it's really cool the way they did it. The way, of course, you get a second blade, and it's nice that they're doing that. I like it. Definitely, this is a very, not only because he has, you know, the character, the Nazgul right there, but you get the others around him and the base. And this is something that they have done with other pieces. And it's really nice, the concept that they're doing for the Lord of the Rings. Every piece, in my opinion, has been fantastic. Every piece that they're releasing in this collection has a lot of detail. It's great. It has dimension. The art, you know, the artistry is there. I don't know who is the sculptor here or the sculptors working here, but they are all doing fantastic, and that's undeniable. All right, guys, now we're moving on to the Jurassic Park collection. And first, we're going to start with the Prime collectible figures, which I like because these are vinyl pieces, but also I think the base in this case is made out of polished stone. So they're heavier, but they're of great quality. $140 is the price for the Spinosaurus, and I'm telling you, the Spinosaurus look great too. All these pieces are great. I like the detail. Of course, if you are, you know, looking for something more affordable and you don't have the space for the huge dioramas they're producing, then definitely these are great alternatives. I like the detail. They look great, and they've been producing dinosaurs after dinosaurs. So, you know, for a while, I know for years, you know, I met a lot of collectors of Jurassic Park stuff, particularly figures. This is a great alternative because it's somewhere in between the big statues and the toys. You have something in between, the vinyl pieces, and I think they look really great. They have the detail, and this is a really cool one, and you can see all of that. Also, they're releasing a 1/10 scale blue for the Jurassic World, and also in the Prime collectible figure. So this is vinyl. Now, this is the only thing that, you know, I'm not totally keen, is that they have some that are 1/38 scale, and then you have the 1/10 scale. So there's a lot of differences in between. I wish they were all within the same scale. That would be nice. Of course, you know, the price would go up. But if you're looking for the Jurassic World stuff, and Blue is a really nice character that we love, I think this is a great piece. As you can see, the base is the same standard, but this is vinyl, and it looks really great, even as vinyl. And I've seen some of the others on Facebook groups. I think some of the ones that have been released, and people are excited with them. The price is perfect, and I think this is a great, really great character to have, a great dinosaur to have. Now I want to show you the Velociraptor Attack from the original Jurassic Park film. This is $900. It's going to release sometime between November of 2022 and sometime early on 2023. Of course, all of that is subject to change, but I'm telling you, this is a really nice piece. This is going to be a large one. It's a 1/6 scale. So when you think about the character as a 1/6, this is going to be huge. So you're going to have some real estate to offer space for this, you know. So this is one of the concerns that you have with these statues. If you're really into these statues, into this collection, then definitely you have to be all in. This is not the type of collection that you can have one piece here and there. You have to be in love with this, you know, this franchise as a whole, because that's all you're going to have, because these pieces are going to be extremely large when you're talking about the in this case the polystone pieces, the premium pieces. But the detail is there. The bases are amazing. This is fantastic. Look at that base. And I've seen some of the other releases in this collection. Have talked about it here, and I've seen some of the pictures online. You know, from collectors, and I'm telling you, the collection is coming along really nicely. They're doing fantastic. Look at that. The dimension 73.3 centimeters. So it is 3/4 of a meter. So it's definitely a long piece, and definitely unique to have a lot of space for it. But it looks super cool. I really like it. It is really nice. All right, guys, so now we're moving from movies into comics based on movies, which is the Ahab Predator, based on the Predator comics, exclusive bonus version. The price for this is $1,800, going to release sometime between October 2022, January of 2023. Of course, all of that is always subject to change. This was a highlight for me at the presentation. It is really gruesome in one way, but it represents the character so well. It have light up features. It has the change out portraits. It's a 1/4 scale, so I know that some people will say it's too expensive for that, but make no mistake, the detail is there, the parts are there. Look at the blades that he has, those discs, so you can see the detail there. Really nice. If you're only passionate about the movies, you might not like this, but if you're into the comics, you're into the whole lore of the Predator, then this is a really cool looking piece. And I love the detail around, you know, the different portraits of the stands for the portraits, the hands. So it's cool. The blades, that's a lot of great detail. Look at that light up feature. The LED looks great. So, and it's a tall piece, 85 centimeters. It's almost a meter. It's really tall. Really great what they're doing here with this collection. And the detail is there. You can see in the armor, there's battle damage, all of that, and Ahab looks fantastic here. All right, guys, now we're moving on to video games, and we're going to cover Devil May Cry 5 Dante Black Label. The price is excessive for this. It's $4,300, and it's going to release sometime between November of 2022 and early 2023. So this is going to take a while to come out. Half a scale, so it is not for the average collector. This is for the one that is really well invested into these characters, and the Black Label is the top of the line right now for what Prime1 does. And you can see there the detail, even the leather jacket, leather pants, the clothing, the hair, you know, the polystone head, but it has the silicone head as well. So it comes with two different heads. So if you want something that's more natural, realistic look, you go for the silicone. If you want something more firm, then you go for the polystone. But everything is made out of fabric or, you know, pleather or whatever, but it looks really cool. And look at the face, the silicone head. I will tell you, both look fantastic. I love the polystone. I think they have done a terrific job with the quality there. But that silicone head, it's so realistic. And the hair, you know, it just looks great. And I will tell you, I'm not really a big fan of Devil May Cry as a franchise, but I know the popularity is super popular in Asia, but it's super popular around the world. A lot of people love this franchise, and they have done a terrific job. It's over a meter tall. It's tall. The base is very simple, because at the end of the day, the concentration here is not the base, but the character. I just wish the base also, the level of detail was also implemented in the base. But a lot of the expenses pretty much go in everything, where there's the silicone face. And at the same time, I feel that even though it has a silicone face, I still feel that the price is excessive for this. I wish this was, I will say in my opinion, this should be around $2,500 the most, because ultimately there's not much, just the silicone face. But $4,000, it seems that right now companies, of course, are going too crazy about it. And Prime1 Studio is no exception on that. And I know that there's a lot of criticism because of that. But, you know, it looks great. You know, as simplistic as it is, it's a museum piece. I wouldn't say that it's for everyone, but I'm telling you, it looks terrific as it is. I just think it's too expensive. All right, and now we're moving on to Chun-Li for Street Fighter V. This is the bonus version. The price is $950. It's going to release sometime next year or early 2023. This piece looks great, and I'm a big fan of Street Fighter V, and every time they produce anything for this franchise in a statue form, I'm always going to pay attention, and Chun-Li looks terrific. It was a really nice presentation. The little trailer they have in the presentation there really showcased the art. It is Chun-Li. When you see it, the pose is great, the base is great. Really nice job here. And overall, I'm really excited with this piece. It had the swappable head parts, and to be honest with you, they're great as they are, and the bonus part is fine. They're all different heads. You know, you can even go for the regular one. And this is the exclusive one. I like that one. Actually, it's good. The normal looks great because she's in battle pose. It looks great. Love the, I don't know if this has a light up there, but it's painted in neon colors, which looks really good. And I think it has some light up because you can see it on the power around her, which is kind of cool. The whole base is, the whole concept is great, and they have done a terrific job with it. Really like it. Definitely, it's nice to see Prime1 Studio diving into the fighting game franchises, particularly with Street Fighter. Something that we have seen over the years, the company that has done, that has taken care of course, is PCS. But it's good, and other companies are doing that as well. We've seen other companies producing more of this. But getting to see Prime1 and the quality of Prime1 in this type of pieces is great. And I love the paint job, love the detail, the texture on her clothing. It looks really good. This is, in my opinion, a piece that is going to sell out really quick. It's going to do well because the character is popular, the franchise is popular, and I think there's a lot of quality here. Alright guys, so now we're moving on to the Warner Brothers DC franchise. So we have Batman Forever, the ultimate bonus version Batman. The price is $1,700. It's a 1/3 scale. This is going to release sometime next year and 2023. Now the ultimate version comes with this gadget wall that also can be purchased separately. And I really like it. The ultimate version, of course, is everything. And in my opinion, I will tell you this. I know that a lot of people are going to be divided because ultimately you pay more for this to have it all, but that wall alone, even if you don't buy the statue but you buy the wall, will be great. And look at that, because it has the cowl, it has the different weapons and batarangs. It's really cool. And I will tell you, Batman Forever was never, I would say, the best of films. I remember I went to watch it, I was young, so I went to watch it at the movie theater and with my friends, and I enjoyed the film for what it was. It wasn't perfect, but after so many years now, we see the imperfections. But to be honest, it was fun to watch it during those years, during that time, back in the 90s. So it was great to watch the film. So I will tell you this, it's cool that they're doing this. The concept is there. The wall looks amazing in my opinion. I think that's the best part. And side by side, they're going to look amazing. So yeah, I will tell you, if you want just for that, for the Batman, go ahead, just go for it. But if you can grab the wall and get the ultimate version to have it all, I think you have the ultimate representation of this character here. Looks really good, really nice detail, and you can see the different change out hands with the different weapons. It's really cool, you know, nice detail. I hope that also this had like a switch out portrait, maybe without the cowl, but whatever. Regardless, you know, I feel that it's good for what it is. If you, the bonus part will be this Batman Forever logo plate, which is not necessary, but if you want the extra thing, you can go and order directly through them, or when it appears at Sideshow. But you can go somewhere else. You want to save some money, you don't want that, it's not necessary. But I know some collectors want to have it all. Now we're moving into the Batman Black version, the Dark Knight 3, the Master Race Comics, the black version that was limited to only 350 pieces, and this is on the wait list now, so it was sold out right away. And I know a lot of people jump on it. I think the price $1,200 is fair. The original, I think in my opinion, is the best because of the choice of colors, represents the art better. But you know, sometimes having something different and also very limited in numbers, it really is good. You know, collectors want that, and I like it. Actually, the black version looks good for what it is, but I prefer still the blue version. And also people were dissatisfied with the idea to have an alternate version, saying that it was just you know, Prime1 Studio taking advantage of it. I'm telling you this from my experience, this has been done for years. A lot of companies have done it. You know, Sideshow has done it, everyone does it in some way or shape or form. So you know, why not? You know, they can do it. And I'm telling you, it's a great piece, and I know that some collectors are so happy about it because they missed on the original, they couldn't get that one, but now they get a second chance. Even though it's a black version, it's still, and they're happy and satisfied. And I know some collectors, they already have the blue one, they will have this one too. It is a great piece. overall. And you know, look at those portraits. It's the same thing. Everything is the same, if I'm not mistaken. Everything that was included on the original is here. The only difference would be the paint job, but the swappable parts make this piece great. The whole detail, the pose is fantastic. It is a winner in my opinion, and unfortunately it's on the wait list. But if you get the chance, you know, if you can sign up for the wait list and you can get lucky, by all means go ahead and do it. It is a nice piece, and believe me, I think it would be easier to get this one than the blue version, of course, unless you find someone in the aftermarket willing to let it go, which is kind of hard in this type of pieces when they have a lot of, you know, good feedback from the collector. So, but it is amazing looking piece, and definitely it is nice, you know, and it is good to have a second option here. And finally, we're going to cover Batman Comics The Joker Say Cheese Deluxe Bonus Version. The price is $1,500. This is a 1/3 scale piece. It's going to release sometime at the late 2022, early 2023. Again, we never know. But I know a lot of people are excited for this piece because, of course, it has the different portraits. As the bonus part, you get two new things. You get a crowbar, which is really eerie, but I think it fits well with the character, and that knife. So that's great. That's for the deluxe version. I love the paint job on this piece. I think it is really well done. They did a really good job with it. This is the deluxe phase from Batman Hush. So it has these different portraits that really fit different eras or different styles of comics. That Robin there, the whole story that is presented here speaks really well. And the laughing gas around, it's really cool. It has a lot of detail. He's holding, you know, all the different switch out parts make it so great. The gun, which is nice, the hat, and here you can see all the different portraits. The more modern portrait, the Batman Hush portrait, that looks so great with the classic outfit, and it's really, really cool. Here you have the only thing that I'm not crazy about is that the selfie stick. To me, that's like, okay, you know, with the cell phone, it's not my favorite thing. But the gun I like the cane, I like the hat, also the gas bomb, all of that I really like. And the different portraits, it's a really cool looking piece. Now, there's going to be some, you know, I would say that, for example, the way he's looking up is going to present some challenges for display for some people. Some people might not like it because they would prefer for him to be looking forward for a better display. But, you know, it happens. Sometimes you gotta work with things, and the artists and the companies want to try new things to make it look more explosive, to have a different look than just the basic look. And that's fine. I like that. I like action poses. And definitely there's a lot of different parts that come with this deluxe version. In my opinion, that's the one to get. The regular, you know, you get this stuff, the more modern phase and the selfie stick and the cane. But with the deluxe version, you get all these different portraits and all these different things and the headstand, all of that, which is, in my opinion, is great. Super tall all the way to the tip of the gun. So it's 99 centimeters. So 1 centimeter more is a meter. Really, really tall. And you see the stuff that around, all the cards flying around. It is going to display so well with any of the Batman Hush pieces or any of the other Batmans that they have, the Prime1 has produced. With all these different swap out parts, I think it makes this piece really, really great. Now, I will tell you one thing. I know now coming to the end of the video, Prime1 Studio is doing amazing stuff. Now, I want to use this time, utilize the last minutes in this video to express my opinion in regards to what the company is doing that I think the company needs to pay attention to. They do amazing work. There's no doubt about it. We love what they're doing. Amazing art. The showcase videos are amazing. The way they're doing this stuff is amazing. They're really pushing the envelope, pushing every other company to do their best. I think Prime1 Studio is that motor that is moving this industry. One time it was Sideshow. I think now it's Prime1 Studio, really changing the landscape, directing the landscape, making the decisions for this industry for the right direction. I feel that they are the ones leading the way. However, they need to be very careful not to fall prey for some of the things that they're doing, and one of them is the way they're handling some of the, you know, the cancellations, for example. I know that some pieces ultimately don't make it out because they don't have enough support, enough pre-orders, a lot of factors that come at play. And that's the reason why companies have to be very careful not to just have many releases out that can really destroy your credibility, because ultimately when you cannot deliver the product, doesn't matter how beautiful it's presented if the collector never gets it in their hands. So collectors need to have it in their hands, and that's the reason why companies have to be very careful. They need to, you know, it's better sometimes to release few pre-orders than just cram the space with pre-orders that ultimately a quarter of it doesn't make it to the end. And I will tell you, just recently, Twitter had sent a newsletter to all the collectors, to the people that follow Twitterhead, and they were saying that they've been having some issues with transportation, moving stuff out of China. So they put a hold on a lot of the pre-orders that they were planning for the rest of the year until they're able to manage that, the distribution part, and then they can resume that, because they don't want to just simply really get people's money and things don't get delivered or produced. So I think I like that honesty that Twitterhead is presenting, and I want that the same from Prime1 Studio. They need to be forthcoming of what they're doing. Not everything is going to make it. Sadly, you know, cancellations are always been part of this industry. There's not always a lot of support, but at the same time, Prime1 Studio has been releasing a lot of things, more than just one piece a week. You know, sometimes there's 2 releases or 3 releases, so that's a lot of releases, and you don't have a big pool of collectors anyway. Yes, these are popular characters, but also Prime1 Studio is limited in the way they distribute internationally. And like I was talking to a friend recently of the channel, he was saying, mentioning this in one of the videos, saying they need to handle that first. They need to handle the distribution, the way they're distributing to places in, like, for example, Europe or North America or South America, other parts of the world. Once you handle that aspect, the way you distribute internationally, so people are not paying these outrageous prices for shipping, and you have different partners around the world, not only Sideshow, but other partners, then definitely you have more buyers willing to pay the price, because, you know, they don't have to, they're not worried about if, you know, they have to pay over $1,000, $2,000 for shipping. Now they know that they can manage to buy the stuff, and they're going to be buying, and that it means that a lot of these pre-orders are going to make it till the end of the line. So it's important to remember that. So for the most part, I will tell you, Prime1 is doing amazing. At the same time, some cancellations don't define everything. For one cancellation, you got 10 pieces that get released. So that's the way it is. And, you know, not everything gets canceled. And, you know, some pieces, they make it to the end line. So we'll see. That's just my opinion. What is yours? So my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification buttons, reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All the links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care, and I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.